Hello and welcome to the history of Gundam Wing. Today's episode, Gundam Sandrock. And here we go. The XXXG-01SR Gundam Sandrock was the fourth Gundam deployed for Operation Meteor and is piloted by Quatre Rababa Winner. When the five scientists who designed the XXXG-00W0 Wing Gundam 0 in After Colony 180 went their separate ways, each of them took copies of the plans of their original Gundam design. Instructor H, who went into hiding in the L4 colonies, then went on to design and build his own Gundam based on their original plans. His result was the XXXG-01SR Gundam Sandrock, built specifically for pilot Quatre Rababa Winner. Quatre had no intention in aiding Operation Meteor's colony drop operation, and against his pacifist father's wishes, took his Sandrock to Earth to meet up with the Maganac Corps in their direct fight against Oz and the oppressive Earth Alliance. Sandrock met its end in order to create a diversion to facilitate the escape of his allies. Quatre was forced to sacrifice Sandrock along with himself, a decision which he didn't take lightly, as he came to see his war machine almost as a friend. However, Sandrock's cockpit opened on its own accord, implying that the Gundam wanted his pilot to live. After Quatre exited the mobile suit, it walked off by itself into enemy forces before self-destructing, decimating the enemy's numbers and allowing Duo and Wufei to escape with their Gundams in tow. Oz recovered the Sandrock's remains, but made no effort to repair the machine. Eventually, Sally Poe led a solo mission to destroy what was left of the Gundam, sneaking into the hangar where the remains were being stored and covering them with explosive charges. As fate would have it, Sally discovered the Sandrock at the same time as the Maganac Corps had, briefly engaging with them before detonating the charges. Surprisingly, even in its damaged state, the Sandrock survived the explosions. After escaping from Oz forces, Sally Poe conceded the Sandrock's remains to the Maganac Corps, in hopes that they would be able to reunite the broken Gundam with its pilot someday. Quatre would eventually return to Earth, where he would later learn the Maganac Corps had found and restored the Sandrock. The young pilot journeyed alone through the desert in hopes of retrieving his Gundam, only to discover the Maganac Corps headquarters under attack by Oz forces. Quatre managed to locate Sandrock in the nick of time, leading the Maganac Corps against the attacking Oz forces. Realizing that the battle had moved into space and joined by the former Sank Kingdom soldier Noin, Quatre once again left Earth, this time bringing Sandrock along with him. While the machine had been restored, the Sandrock had been constructed for land-based warfare and was largely unsuitable for combat in outer space. Despite this, Quatre took the Sandrock into a number of battles where, despite its decreased efficiencies, it managed to hold out until they managed to make contact with the spaceship Peacemelian, where the former Gundam engineer Howard ordered the Sandrock to be refit for outer space combat, resulting in the Gundam Sandrock Custom. Armaments include the Vulcan gun, a pair of shell-firing armaments built into the head, the Heat Shotel. These heat-radiating curved blades are the Gundam Sandrock's main weapon, and with them it can cut an enemy in half, each hand simultaneously. When required, the Heat Shotels can also be used as throwing weapons. When not in use, they are mounted on the backpack on the back of the Sandrock. Homing missile, a small automatic tracking missile stored in both shoulders. They are the Sandrock's sole long-range weaponry. Shield, designed with a snakehead motif. It features two claws as fangs and two shield flashers as eyes. The shield has an anti-beam coating, and the shield flashers can release a blinding flash to confuse enemies. The Cross Crusher. This arm-mounted crushing weapon is formed by combining the Gundam Sandrock shield, backpack, and heat shotels. It can capture an enemy mobile suit in between its shotels and cut them in half. Beam Machine Gun, a compact handheld beam firearm. While its shots are weaker than those of the standard beam rifles, its rate of fire is much greater. It is stored on the rear waist armor when not in use. Beam Rifle, a high-output, long-range beam firearm powered by energy cartridges similar to the Wing Gundam's Buster Cannon. A single shot is enough to destroy multiple Virgos. Hey, thank you for watching the history of Gundam Wing. Have a great day. Bye-bye.